This is PikoHANA's latest dashboard updates and demo for Q2 2018. As you can see, this is the dashboard landing page. This page provides most business owners and SMEs with the key metrics that they need to run their business, such as revenue versus target, expenses versus target, EBITDA, and short-term working capital. As you probably noticed, there's no target in the system for this particular client, but that's easily resolved. We can upload your targets to the system with no problem at all. And then these graphics become more meaningful in that you'll be looking at the year-to-date actuals versus your year-to-date target. We also try to make it simple for our clients who are not as financially savvy as most FDs or CFOs. So if they want to understand or better understand the meaning of certain KPIs and metrics, it's easily done. Here's the information. And this allows them to understand not only how the calculation is done, but how the information is presented and why it may be useful for them in running their company. As you can see, we also have trend lines. The blue line is a simple moving average for the year. The green line is a simple moving average for the year. The blue line is the actual amount of cost or revenue in this case for that particular month. And that's done for operating expenses, employee expenses, EBITDA, and total bank transactions. You can also see there's a top expense KPI here with your DSO, which is, again, the day sales outstanding, which is the average time it takes you to collect a client invoice. And the DPO, which is the days payable outstanding, which is essentially the time it takes you to pay your vendor invoices on average. Along with your cash conversion cycle, total operating runway, and current ratio, it gives you a good view of the financial health of your business. Keep in mind that these metrics can be customized, and we are looking to have this inserted or have customized graphics inserted based on the particular preferences of our individual clients. This going back to this short-term working capital, this is a summary of the flash report. So in this client's case, they have a healthy cash balance, very little AR because this is a software as a service client. So they collect their client billings or their invoicing to clients. They collect it usually by hitting their credit card, and then you have your payables. What's unique about this is it gives you an estimated payroll for the period, which then in turn summons the short-term working capital view. And what this is what your working capital situation is for the next 30 to 60 days. That takes us to the financial reports. And in the financial reports, there's a unique mechanism here in that you can filter your financial results by two tracking categories. In fact, in this case, we have a client who's using departments or cost centers. Other clients will use these tracking categories because you can have two. You use you use departmental and geography, or maybe product. There's a number of ways to slice and dice the information. What's important to note is that if you want, for example, only your marketing people to see only the marketing information, such as their year-to-date actuals versus the marketing budget, then you can restrict that access. So you can give your management team access to the dashboard reporting system. They can view their results real time, and they can manage to that and not allow any other departments or people who are not on a need-to-know basis not to see the critical information, such as payroll by department. This also gives you the capability to track year-to-date budget versus year-to-date actuals, and then actuals for the total year budget, and then the month-to-date actuals versus budget. So it's very flexible, and it gives you a wide range of information for the actuals versus budget. The company also, or the reporting tool also, will give you trend reports, both on a monthly basis and on a quarterly basis. Most boards that we've dealt with prefer to see the information on a quarterly basis, so this is a really handy tool. And you'll be able to export this information to Excel or PDF. So this is something that you can export and put right into your board and reporting packages. There's no need to have a separate reporting stream. This then leads to your balance sheet trend, your cash flow trend, and your amounts invoiced by contact or client, which can also be filtered by ascending, descending, or top 10 clients for the trailing 12 months. That's what that TTM stands for. Then finally, you have your compliance tab. And this compliance information is critical for managing the business and ensuring that you're getting all your tax returns, your regulatory filings, everything is done on a timely basis. So we see here whether or not the client is compliant, both with ACRA here in Singapore in this example, but locally at the company level, wherever your jurisdiction may be. This not only tells you when you last filed and the status, but also tells you what you need to do over the coming months. And this will send, for example, in this case, schedule the next audit. This will send notifications out to the client and also the account manager so that they know they need to follow up on these matters and get them done within the time frame. Finally, we also give you the capability to download your biz file. That's what it's known here in Singapore, but it's basically the document that gives you all the information about the company in its current status. This is a document issued by ACRA, but we give it access, real-time access to our clients as and when they need it. So that's the dashboard updates for Q2 2000. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to contact me, Matt, at info@PikoHANA.com. That's info@PikoHANA.com. Look forward to hearing from all of you. Have a good day.